What's going on, everyone? It's Corey here from the Breakevens, giving you another AFL Supercoach video. Today, we're continuing our player profiles with Mattaes Phillipou. Very highly talked about player this season, especially because the end he had last season. But we've hit a pretty bad crossroads, so we'll get into that very, very soon. If you have missed any of the other videos and you want to go check them out, make sure you do. Give them a like and subscribe to the channel for daily AFL Supercoach content this pre-season. Don't forget, you can join the Breakevens AFL Supercoach League using code 266136. Again, 266136 to join. And you can find me on X at Breakevens Pod and on Facebook, the Breakevens. Let's get into Mattaes Phillipou, who comes in at 313.8k as a forward only. He had an average, it says 58.2. I might want to quickly just double check that to make sure I haven't stuffed up. After a close inspection, I was right with 58.2. For some reason, that just felt a lot lower. But 58.2 average in 2024, which was his best average in Supercoach. Now, he had a low score of 18, which was from 71% time on ground, and he had a high score of 112. Now, towards the end of last season, he got some center bounce time. And in the two games that he had 60% CBAs, he went 112 and 101 Supercoach points, which is very good because this year he could easily get 6% CBAs. They're looking to give him some more midfield time. They were happy with his dynamic and what he brought to the team while he was in that role. And with Brad Crouch going out, there is a chance for him to score. Now, unfortunately for him, Jack McRae has come in, so probably won't be the biggest spike of CBAs, but he's definitely going to be around there and has been training there. In 2024, he went at 63% disposal efficiency, which is probably a bit lower than what you would like. But 238 meters gained, which is good, and 3.7 tackles. So he can get his points more ways than just getting the ball. You know, he's got that defensive side, that run and carry. Obviously, 238. You'd like him to get up to around 350, 400 if possible. But you can't really go off too much last year because he was mainly just forward and then played some CBA time towards the end. It's his third year in the system, so a potential breakout year. How much mid-time does he get? Could be a 50-50 split. Or, you know, he could get 60-40. But you got McRae in there. You know, Steele's not going to move. You got Windhager, who might have to be pushed out. I don't know how it's going to go. I think you'd be happy with about 50% CBAs for Phillipou, because then, you know, he's still going to, I guess, have some big scores there. How much is McRae coming in going to affect him? I think the only way it affects him is that CBA time, which is huge. Now, Phillipou is priced at 58.2. So for him to make 150k, he needs to average 93 Supercoach. Can he do that? With 60% CBAs, I think he can. With 50%, 93 is probably the benchmark. So I'm going to say yes, but it could definitely be a no, depending on how much mid-time and CBA time he does get. Now, unfortunately, if you missed my January pre-season news, which if you haven't seen that, make sure you go back and check it out, where I'll go through all pre-season news in January. Pretty self-explanatory. He has a fracture in his leg. I believe it It is, yeah. So he's got a fractured leg, and he's out for 10 to 12 weeks, if I remember, just off memory, which means he's going to miss basically the first half of the season, which isn't great. Now, what is good is if he does miss that amount of time, by then we should have a few rookies that are around 300k. And once he's back and firing, it's just an easy switch to Phillipou. If he has CBA time for the rest of the season and goes at a 95, it doesn't matter because that's top five forwards. And he could be a big pod that people don't think about because he's had this time off with injury. So it could work in that way. You definitely shouldn't be starting Phillipou at this stage. If it was a couple of weeks ago, I'd say yes, you have to look at starting him. Not he has to be, but to look at him. But now just hold off, wait for him to come back, see if he goes straight into that midfield split. If he does, you could definitely jump on him with a cash cow, and then that's a primo for you. It could be a great flex option if that is the case. So keep that locked away in here. But other than that, that's going to do it for today's video. So if you missed any of the other videos, make sure you go check them out, give them a like, and subscribe to the channel for daily AFL Supercoach content this pre-season. Join the Breakevens AFL Supercoach League. 266136 is the code. Again, that is 266136. And hit me up on X at Breakevens Pod and on Facebook, the Breakevens. I'll be back again tomorrow for another video. So until then, it's bye for now.